Today our topic is symmetry and patterns, page number 20. So as we have discussed patterns in the last lecture, today we are going to discuss that what is symmetry. Symmetry means patterns, self-similarities. A shape or an object has symmetry when a line drawn can split the shape exactly into two. Means when we draw a line in the center of a shape and it is split into two parts, each part should be exactly the same of the other. To be line of symmetry, the shape must has two halves that match exactly. Look, as we have discussed, when we cut the shape, this is a heart shape. When we cut it in the middle of the shape, the sides of these shapes are equal. Okay, these two halves are called symmetrical. These two halves of the heart is called symmetrical. When you trace a heart onto a paper, means you have to draw a shape of a heart on the paper and then cut it out. The two half hearts make a whole heart. The two halves are symmetrical. These two are called symmetrical. Symmetrical is of many types. The two main types are symmetry are reflective symmetry and rational symmetry. Reflective symmetry. A flat 2D shape has reflective symmetry. When each half of the shape on either side of a bisecting line is the mirror image of the other half, it is called reflective symmetry. Reflection symmetry, the result of a figure flipped over and over a line. Look, boys, you can see in this picture, there are different shapes and they are dissected with different types of symmetry lines. Some have two symmetrical lines, some of the shapes have only one. It differs from shape to shape. Each shape has different symmetry angle through which we can dissect them and we can tell that this is a reflective symmetry or it is a reflexive symmetry. There are many types of symmetries: radical symmetry, bilateral symmetry. So here are some examples of those symmetries. Symmetries. Symmetry is when a figure has two sides that are mirror image of one another. Look, when we cut them, the both shape resembles the same. It would then be possible to draw a line through a picture of the object and along either sides of the image would look exactly the same. This line would be called a line of symmetry. When you cut the shape in the half and the line you make to cut them into two equal and mirror image, this line is called line of symmetry. There are two kinds of symmetry. As we have discussed earlier, there are many kinds of symmetrical but symmetries, but here we are going to study two of them. One is bilateral symmetry, in which an object has two sides that are mirror image of each other. Human body is an excellent example of bilateral symmetry. How it is an excellent example? because when we dissect them or we make a line of symmetry, each side is same and mirroring to each other like twins. They resemble same like each other. When we dissect a human body with the one line of symmetry, both the sides are symmetrical because Allah has made us like this. We have both the sides same, resemblance, similar. The other kind of symmetry is radical symmetry. This is where there is a center point and numerous lines of symmetry would be drawn. Look, here we can draw a lot of symmetry lines, and each part resembles the other part. There is no difference. Okay, now you people decide whether it is a bilateral symmetry or radial symmetry. Okay, this one. I think it's a shape of a cookie. So, what kind of symmetry is this? Radial symmetry. Butterfly. Bilateral symmetry. Human. Bilateral symmetry. Sun. Dial symmetry. A human face is bilateral symmetry. Line of symmetry. Mushrooms are used for radial symmetry. A leaf is a bilateral symmetry because we can cut it into two halves. More than that, we cannot do it. A cat. A cat is made from a nature. It's natural. So it is also bilateral symmetry. We can cut it into half and each side will resemble. Coming back to the books page, now see the picture. Which of these kids are symmetrical? They both are symmetrical to each other because they are trying the same. Okay, in this, which are the kids that are symmetrical? This one, who is raising his arms, are symmetrical. Okay. Okay, that's all for today's class. I hope you have understood got the idea about symmetries. In further classes, we are going to discuss it more and more.